Hello, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What are you doing for yourself? Okay. Oops, I guess I could. While you're logging in, got the air conditioning on. It's a good day. While you're logging in. Hi, everybody. I think that goes there. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm back. Good afternoon. Good evening. Guten Morgen. How's everybody? Greetings in Colorado. Hi, Lisa Larson. Happy birthday, by the way. Christina over there on YouTube. Jean. So, you guys, hi. You don't mind if I get a little? It's Wednesday. Hi, Linda. Hi, Anne. Thank you, Anne. Hello, everybody. My name is Tracy Weinzapfel, and you're in my studio. Well, you're not. Deborah, I cannot wait till the day we meet, and it's just like I'm going to be hugging a dear old friend. It's just like every time. I just feel that way about so many of you. And I'm excited that you guys want to even be doing this. I'm going to put my hair up. So, hi, and Dallas. Thank you. By the way, Dallas put me through the ringer on Monday. So, Catherine is pulling weeds in Oregon. I don't know how she's watching. So, hi, Christy. I went to school with Christy. Oh, you like the pattern and this little thing? Hello in Fort Worth. By the way, Fort Worth treated me so nice. So it is 8:30 on April 6th. Here's the thing. I don't know what we're doing. I'm kind of hanging on by a thread here this week. But I'm so lucky I get to do what I do with you all. And so I look forward to it. And I make sure that this time is uninterrupted. So for the next hour or so, you get me. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Tracy Weinzapfel. This is my studio. And you're welcome to ask questions and chit chat with me. I seem to have overload on the lighting today. And usually for about the first 15 minutes, I chit chat and talk to y'all and let you know what's happening in my little corner of the world. I have some friends dealing with some major struggles. And one in particular messaged me last night at 11 o'clock and has gotten some news that is rough for us all to put our hands around, but I'm thinking about her, and I always put an intention out there. So I hope that you all have that same intention. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I'm really lit up. Sue Miller said, I usually paint with you, but tonight it's 8:30. I'm going to go to bed and listen to you while I fall asleep. Does anybody feel like singing Sue to bed? Good night, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye to you. And Sue, and you, and you, and you. Okay, so I don't really have an idea for tonight. We're gonna wing it. I was traveling last weekend and I just got back, so I'm going to share what I have under the what I'm working on. I'm always going to be honest with that, maybe too honest. I just noticed. Hi, Sally in New Zealand. Okay. So the best way that I can open this up is just say, welcome to my studio. I will say that this weekend, y'all saw me. I might have been away, but you're all near and dear to my heart. I had a glam squad. What the? I feel like this is just like, it's because the lighting's changing. But Lydia, thank you. We did some videos this weekend, and my business partner, Donna, love you, Donna, hired somebody to do my hair and makeup. And let me just tell you, I've decided I don't need a housekeeper. I do not need a cook. I'll eat cereal. I don't, because I'm pretty organized. I'm pretty clean. I don't need a personal shopper. Now, all of these things I've dreamt of. Like if somebody says, "Hey, what do you want?" I've changed, and I'm not really a girly girl, so it's even more difficult for me. But Mendez says I have a calming voice. Most people say I sound like I'm nasally from the Midwest. But here's the deal with that. I had my hair and makeup done, and I did not know who I was, but dang, she was cute, and dang, she was fun. There's a difference between photography and video and this for that and what doesn't. I only know how to, there's a light in my face. I only know how to like get myself out the door and not look naked. I'm not really a girl. I'm just, so I had my makeup done and it was off the charts, amazing. Like I had cheekbones that I didn't know existed. I lost 10 pounds. I was super, it was, yeah, it was out of my comfort zone. The whole time I always tell you guys to go out of your comfort zone. I don't really mean it. I just mean it like you go out of your comfort zone. I would like to stay in my comfort zone. Also, I love Donna. She says, okay, what like any solid shirt you have, just bring. I don't own the solid shirt. I am like this. I am loud as loud can be. But anyway, thank you to Lydia. Thank you to Chuck. Thank you to Donna, because everything I did in that one day was out of my comfort zone. And Donna gives me a time, like we should be done by X amount of hours. We did it. Mendez, I do take requests if you'd like me to sing. So thank you for that. Yeah, it was, no, by the way, just to be clear, nothing about me was fake. I did ask her to make me look like Dolly Parton. I did request boobs. There was a lot of sarcasm. And this poor Lydia, she was so sweet. And she shared with me what she was using so I can do it. But we both know we're not going to do it. But anyway, I did go to Texas. I'll hasten up my talk. For everybody asking, yes, I had new members of the family. They picked me. I did not pick them. It was just they beckoned, I answered, and I adopted, and they went home with me. So I have very few things in life that mean something. I love boots. I love being comfortable. And here they are. So thank you guys, because I jumped on. I never know if you all want me to share anything personal. I get a lot of people who say, can you just keep this art related? And oh, by the way, I tuned in for your free demo and you talked for the first 15 minutes. Okay, I do. I do. So Martha said I should move to Texas. That's in the, I'm always looking. A lot of weird things in my life, and I always believe I'm connected to a greater, I'm connected to something greater. I don't know what it is. I mean, I just feel like it's not just art, it's life, it's being present. Maybe it's not being present. Maybe it's my anxiety. Maybe it's my divorce. Maybe it's, you're dealing with somebody. I've shared a lot about myself. It's not my comfort zone. My business partner brought that out in me. And it's even harder at the end of the day to be raw and open, which is fine. But I've never been a big follower of like the Oscars, the Grammys. I don't know how to describe who I am. So, Claudia, ask me that in 5 minutes because I'll get off task. But I will tell you that probably not going to change what's happening in my little world because it's okay. And I attract good people and I have a habit of attracting the wrong people. But I'm just going to say to you all, I have approximately 6 minutes. I share little things about my life. Maybe it's boots, maybe it's something. I work really hard. I go around the clock. I'm super frugal. My parents have led the way in frugal. And that's why I'm always saying use what you have, find your niche, do all these things. And I tell you, it's just a piece of paper. Find a cheap piece of paper. But at the end of the day, I'm only going to share who I am. So I will say to you, I traveled this weekend. I also realized I reconnected with who I am by myself alone. And somebody said to me, I cannot believe the way you travel. I went from point A to point Z by myself. The other thing is I don't have to ask anybody, how do you feel? What do you want to do? By the way, I'm super agreeable with myself. Do you want to go to the rodeo across the street? Yes, I do. Do you want to buy new earrings? Yes, I do. It's a thing. Oh God, I feel like that was a thing. So some people love me and some people will not, and I got to understand that. And I get a lot of not, but I always want to say at the end of the day, I am not going to go out of my own lane, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and hope that y'all want to join in. And every Wednesday I do a live free demo. And then I talk my way through it. I don't really have a plan today. We'll figure it out. Thank you, you guys. So, and I can tell you, I had the most amazing time away. Are you from Wisconsin originally, Becky? No. You might recognize I have a Midwest accent. And just to say, I'm from Michigan, born and raised. I'm sorry to the Badgers out there in the world. I went to Michigan State. Okay. But I'm not offended. I love you guys and thank you. But I just have to learn to have a thicker skin and keep doing what I'm doing. It might resonate with some. It might not resonate with another. And by the way, for all the men on oil tankers who would like me to paint naked, there's always that audience. That is never going to happen. All right. That's what I want to say to you all. So there is going to be an art challenge at the end of this month, and you have to excuse us. We're a little behind the 8 ball. My team is the best team in the whole wide world. But what happens is sometimes when you have a team delay or something happens, things get moved around. But the last week of April, the good thing about our team is when one team member is going through something, another team member steps up. And I'm so lucky. So in April, the last week of this month, there's my KDK. She is telling me, where's my Michigan people? So I decided that I would do something out of my comfort zone, and I'll present it to all of you. And it'll be the last. It's one of those challenges, like the $10 challenge. I think it's $10. I don't even know. I don't even know if my lighting is working. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. I think it's going to work. Oh, wait, let's do this. Oh, hold on. Y'all want to set white balance? Y'all know how to set white balance on your camera? Hold on. We're going to set it. Oh, I'm going to set it to gray. By the way, U of M fans, nope, not allowed. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I went to Michigan State. So there we go. I just set my white balance. So for those of you who commented on wanting to do these vases, I'm going to try 3 in 1 week. We may not get to it. We may do 2 and then I pre-record the 3rd. But what do you think? You guys, oh, I'm just going to sit and, not this one. Delete. I just had something in between. What do you think? We're going to harness all of those. We're going to harness every one of those flowers that we have been doing. By the way, I'm going to the Midwest in August. Linda, I'm going to go. No, but you're going to have to not miss the sign up. So what did I paint while I was on the road this weekend? This is what I painted, and I shared along the way. Go to my Facebook page. I share stuff. And then I started this, but I fell asleep. And then I have a story to share with you off the airplane about being connected and not burying yourself in your headphones. Okay, but what are we going to do today? What are we going to do today? It's such a good question. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, y'all, I'm trying to figure out where do I go to Michigan? I'm trying to figure out a lot, but it's probably best I just stay home and teach online classes. So what am I doing? Yeah, Katie, your kiddos would be so sugared up. Thank you, Janet. Do you ever go to Minnesota? I'll go anywhere somebody will host me. Yes. By the way, this journal, I just got confirmation that I got bumped up the VIP list for this company to sell these art journals. And I've got another order coming in. And so I have a wait list going. If you want to be on the wait list, just send us a message. It can be through homing pigeon or DM, or just find me. And I'll talk about this. I would love to be, I go and travel teach and my schedule is back open. I feel like this is too dark, but maybe it isn't. So I'm just going to throw some light. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Wait a minute. I will host you in Florida. Oh my God. I love this. Okay. I just, all right. So I don't really have a plan. Like, I don't even have nothing out. Okay. Let me just get off of my keister here and figure out what we're doing. Oh, I do want to tell you. Oh, thank you, Anne. I'm going to look at committing to me. Don't forget to record overhead. I love you guys. Record. Okay. So, perfectly good. Okay. All right. So I'm going to chit chat a little bit. Oh, I just found out where all of the acrylic paints were that I hid. And I got them. Okay. I got to get these out of my. Do we have some colors? Do we have a something? Do we have a something? Elaine wants to know, should I be able to watch you full screen? No, Elaine, if you watch me full screen, that's gonna add at least 10 to 15 pounds. Watch me and a postage stamp. But I am 6 pounds down. All right. This is what happens. I am 6 pounds down. But you're going to want to go. All right. I actually had like a little something in my brain, but. So you guys, I love that you'll offer to host me housing wise. I'm pretty low key, but I need a place to teach. So y'all need to tell me, we're not doing mixed media tonight. We're doing watercolors. I looked up, and mixed media in April is the third Wednesday of the month. And I'm just going to have to keep this thin, easy, and like easy. Oh, California poppies. Is this happening? Okay. Do you guys want to know how I paint a poppy? It's not really that appealing, but I can try it. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get rid of this. So poppies for me are red and orange because there's one growing in my yard right now. Okay. I think I can do. Look. Oh, Deborah just said, "Here's your stamp. Hold on." Barbara, you're gonna move in with me. Okay, I'm looking. But I do know how to draw poppies, and I'll talk to you about it. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Okay, hold on. I gotta look. Mm-hmm. Oh. Guess what? You are amazing. Okay, guess what I'm going to do? I use one of my stamps. I was not prepared for this, but I'm going to do that. And I'm going to, yes, this is what I'm going to do. Yep. All right. Keep it simple. But do I want to go bigger? Yeah. All right. I guess I got to start painting. All right. Let's take me out of the picture so it doesn't look like I'm thinking all the time. So every Wednesday we get together, we create together, and I just paint off of what is going on in my little brain. I have nothing because I have been doing all of my travel expenses, bookkeeping, and whatnot. I still feel like I'm not feeling this. Barbara? Okay. I do have poppy stamps. But I'm going to do something out of my zone, which may not be poppies. It may be whatever it turns out to be. Everything, yeah, it's a little too small for my book. Thank you, Barbara. We're on the same wavelength. So this is my Sennelier set. Pull out your classics, pull out your praying, pull out your whatever. Do not get wrapped up in colors. Just have fun and create with me. That's all I'm asking, okay? And if we got to figure out poppies, if we got to figure out something, we'll figure it out, all right? All right, so normally every third Wednesday is mixed media. This is a watercolor book. You can use watercolor or mixed media paper. I'm not particular to any. I like a more expensive watercolor paper. Sometimes budget is not friendly, and I get that. So just understand that, you know, work with your budget. Hold on, I'm going to turn up. Okay, there we go. Just going to make sure I get lighting on the subject. All right. And I never know what I'm going to do. All right. I still have this idea in my head. Hold on. Let me think. How do I incorporate said idea in my head? Well, okay, I'm gonna mix between just oranges. We're gonna not care what the flower is. I feel like if I start out and all I care about is what the end result is, we're gonna not be happy with one another. This is wet on dry. What does that mean? I didn't pre-wet the paper. I have a fan going at the moment, so And let's go red. Red. Oh, I need to lighten that red up. I know it's crazy when you guys tell me to draw something, I can't draw it. But I can just tell you that I'm going to do whatever. I love that somebody says, I know that every time you do this, you've practiced. Well, I don't know how you would practice that situation. So red, yellow, orange, California, there's the flower, is the poppy. I'm not shooting for a poppy. If a poppy happens, I'm okay with that. But I am going to just go for it. We're just going to do 3 of them. And I'm just mixing colors. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if I go more planned. Now, by the way, when I teach, I don't just say, okay, everybody said I can do the shake a hand method. Here's the shake a hand method. Okay. What I had in my mind is completely different than what is happening, but sometimes when I take requests, it works out great. Sometimes I take them, like the palm tree incident, that didn't work out so great. All right. My girl, I'm talking about my girl. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I could add like a couple more. So what's going to keep those colors vibrant? Oh, you know what's going to keep those colors vibrant? If I do a soft neutral gray behind there, like something, I like the vibrant colors. I'm liking that a lot. I'm actually thinking gray, believe it or not. Well, how do you make gray? Black and white. I don't want y'all. Do y'all know? I think most people. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash this off so you can see. Most people ask me what the tin is for when your watercolors come. This is what you do. By the way, I mix all my colors. See how it's grooved down there? I normally put them in there, but I haven't been lately. So if you just want to wash off your palette, but you can reactivate those watercolors at any time. Okay. There we go. So I just wiped this all back. And legit, all I can think about is making this gray. And I know that sounds bad, but I am thinking that this, okay, it's going to be gray because guess what? I got a dirty brush right here. Well, this is helpful. Literally, I have not put any paint on anything because my brush is completely dirty. By the way, black and white makes gray, but if your brush is dirty, this is going to work totally fine. All right, and then I'm just going to go in here. Whoops. I got to be careful. I didn't allow a lot of dry time. I don't need this. Somebody should be washing the brushes out better. It's pretty sad when I go to show you white and black mixed together makes gray, and literally my brush is so dirty it made gray. I went to go just pre-soak the. All right. Now, for those of you who are doubting this is going to turn into anything, I'm with you. It's just hit or miss with me. No, I'm kidding. It's just, can I just encourage you to paint? Can I just encourage you to do? All right. So did y'all catch my little story from the airplane so I can share something that maybe feels a little bit better than. Okay, here we go. Now half of that was done with a dirty paintbrush. And then I am going to share the schedule with you. That was dirty brush color. I don't know how to replicate. I'm going to take a dry brush. I'm going to take a dry dirty brush and just wipe over it. And just, if something's too dark. That's pretty funny though. Now I want this to dry. It's just a piece of paper. That's all that is. And by the way, if these don't turn into poppies, I apologize if you were tuning in for Poppy's time, but we're not playing Poppy time. All right, look at how clean my palette is now. So some of you have heard, I popped in on Monday, but I'm going to share something from the Tracy. You could have gotten your, I don't know, Tracy, you were in your own world situation. Does anybody think those are going to be poppies? So watercolor paper, watercolor background. I just used watercolors, yellow, red, orange. And I had a couple, I feel like I should have like that's okay. I can figure that out after. Not that dry. So, I love to fly, travel. Used to do it a lot. I'm going back. And it has been a couple of crazy days. I was actually probably gate changes on Sunday or Monday when I came back was no less than 7 gate changes and no less than 5 departure time changes. So it was getting a little bit to be a hairy day. Let's pull out our obligatory Sharpie. I feel like that will help you all. I'm thinking. So, I was leaving Dallas and finally, like literally the last 2 changes to my flight became, you're leaving at 4:30. Probably wasn't going to leave until much later, but I'm looking for a thin paintbrush. Thin. All right. I don't really need this to be something specific. I'm going to go with black. And why am I going to go with black? Because I just am. I don't feel like doing green. And with travel, you always get situations. This is a very thin brush, and I'm just going to go. This could all be done in green. Travel changes all the time. There we go. That's good. I just did a little bit of black, so I'm not like really. I'm not worrying about leaves or any of that stuff. This is just going to be focused on these weird little poppy situation. Okay. So did you get those things? Those are like the little buds before they like spring up. Yeah. Could we add a leaf or two? We could. But I don't want to get lost in all the details. So after delay, after delay, after delay, it was funny because I was watching all these people go from one end of the terminal to the other, and I just never moved because I was there, and I was sitting next to somebody who was on the same flight as me, and we were kind of laughing. But it wasn't funny because I knew, oh shoot, I'm gonna end up like literally staying here all night. It wasn't really my idea. But here's also the thing about me. I like to put headphones on and I like to draw, watch a movie, or just be in my head. Being in my head is the best place to be because it's the only time like all social media is off. I'm going to just get an ultra fine Sharpie. Okay. And then we're going to see if there is some sort of something here. I'm going to do my best to find the some sort of something. So anyway, I got in my head and I didn't really want to be disturbed. And there was a kiddo. I mean, it really did seem quite young. And he was on the opposite across the aisle from me. And we were all seated, the plane, and there was a delay, and somebody said, oh my God, somebody's in my seat. Well, it was this poor kid. And he was in the wrong seat, and they had to move him. And then I said, the seat next to me is open, which was his seat. He didn't realize it. We're just going to scribble. Oh, I am sorry. I didn't even know I was on here. Sorry. Thank you, Lisa. So I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. Pretty amazing. Sorry, I didn't even notice. When did I change that? Anyway, so he had to move, everybody had to move, moved about, and it was fine. And I just kept I was watching a movie, whatever that Gucci movie is. Does anybody know what that Gucci movie is? I'm not a Gucci person, but I like anything about arts and artists and whatnot. We're just scribbling. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. And so, anyway, long story short, he sat next to me and I slept, I watched movies, I did whatever. Now, if this is not a poppy, don't blame me. I know what poppies look like, but I just don't feel like going to the norm. I want to prove you can scribble, scribble, scribble. And when we were landing, I noticed he was exuberantly taking photos. He was in the middle seat, so he was trying to get photos, and the other guy was sleeping. He was trying to get photos like he was hanging his phone out. Also, I noticed his phone was cracked. And so I thought, oh, that's, like, it would drive me nuts if my phone was cracked. And so now, do we have somewhat poppies? We have somewhat poppies. Hi, Deborah. She says, I'm excited to see you live. Uh-oh, I put Mendez's 6-year-old to sleep. Uh-oh, my stories might be boring. No. So anyway, long story short, I just sat next to him and I noticed him and I said, oh, is it your first time to San Diego? I took my headphones out. My movie was enjoyable. Everything was grand. And so I started talking to him and I said, is this your first time to San Diego? He goes, ma'am, it's my first time on a plane. And I was like, wow. What are you doing in San Diego? Okay, this is my archival ink pad. Claudia, I will answer a question about my garage. I will. Oh, no, I need paint. Carbon black. I need an acrylic paint. That's not going to be dark enough for what I'm doing. But that's okay. We'll come back to that. I'm going to use that. Let's get all this paint up there. So this is just a black paint. I sat next to him and I started talking to him. I should have known better. I'm a military wife. I have done the military scene. And this 18-year-old who had never been on an airplane was on his way to Camp Pendleton to boot camp. And so I started talking to him and asking questions. And did you train? Did you do this? And he wondered how I knew so much about the military. And I had been an ombudsman. That was support for young families and whatnot. And so we started talking. And it was great. I should have taken my headphones off much sooner. Are we closer to a puppy? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? But it also made me get out of the skin I was in, and that was the bad attitude I had. The bad attitude I had and I don't have a bad attitude. I don't ever. Now we're going to scribble. I don't have a bad attitude from flying because I don't want the plane to be in the air if it's going to decide not to be in the air. It was just I was tired and I had been there all day. And so having this conversation with this kid who is 2 years younger than my youngest humbled me tremendously. And I felt a little bit like my poor attitude was a really stupid and selfish thing to have. How do you get on the wait list to get these journals? Peggy, send an email to, I think Ann will put it up there, support@yourartfuljourney.com. I should have them in. I'm leaving it for a trade show, but I should have them in. They should be in, I thought, by the end of this week, but I'm going to the trade show till Wednesday. So I'll ship out, and I usually do an email to the wait list first. Do these look a little bit? So I'm just really just patting this down. Okay. Yeah, and so I got off the plane and I searched through my luggage because I didn't have money ready or available. I handed them $100, but these 200 cadets were off to Camp Pendleton. And I just handed off a little bit of money so that when they had to stay in the airport, maybe they would have something to do. And I shared that, and I decided to put it on my art page. It was rather personal to me, but thank you for those who said that was not too personal to put on my art page. Some people don't like that I deviate from art, but art is life. So now I'm just scribbling. Yes, this has a piece of vellum between every page. Yep. Isn't it weird how you all thought, like, legit? Maybe this is not a perfect poppy. Normally I do a lot more to my poppies, but I just like something that is easy and simple that we don't have to overthink. It's a demo. I make all of my members of Your Artful Journey and mixed media makers overthink things. That's their job. I don't know if he'll remember me always, but I do think that this is that archival ink. Oh, you know what I could do? Let's put a little stencil in the background. What do you think? What do you think a little stencil? Oh, no. No, my stamps. Forget it. I just rethought that. Here's the thing about supporting these young kids when they're going off to the military. Their legs are shaking. Their knees are quaking. I mean, you can watch them on an airplane, and I should have picked up on it. I've been there. I have seen these young kids, and I didn't pick up on it because I had my headphones in, and I was just being in my zone with my attitude about getting home on time. And that was what made me feel the worst and the best at the same time. I think you'll remember because to this day, I remember the military guys when I flew out to California. My first time coming out here, I had a layover, not a layover. I got snowed into LAX. This is my stamp. This is my stamp set, the texture one. Some of you know. If you don't know, I can give you this. I'm just going to go in here and add a little bit of texture. Nothing over the top. Just a little bit of something, something. Sometimes I always think a little bit is less is more. But yeah, I remember I got snowed in when I flew to California on my one-way trip, and all these military guys, so polite, so nice. We played cards, we hung out. To this day, I wonder what happened to those guys. And they were going out to boot camp. So, all right. Yeah. I have a feeling that we're ending early. You see how just putting this on just the gray is enough to make something pop? And maybe those aren't perfect poppies. So this is a free demo. This is what I want always, like, to encourage you when you pick up your art journal, don't struggle with what you're going to paint. Release. If you have consistency, and I'm coming up with consistency right now. I am doing it myself every night, every day. This is that aquarellable pencil. Gonna do this. Whoops. Just going along the tape. I'm not crazy about this tape. It's not very thick. This is activated by water. I try to do demos on Wednesday that are gonna just spark your creativity. Just spark it. I just painted an orange blob, a yellow blob, a red blob. I like a good blob. Golly, I just don't feel like I'm adding a bunch to this because I feel like I don't want to. Yeah. I'm just smearing. And yes, I know how many petals are on a poppy, but maybe they're not poppies. I don't know. I am done. Could I be done? Could I be done? Yes, I'm done. I decided. Oh. My goodness, even the tape is coming off agreeably. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I am done. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to be at NAMTA on Saturday. Excuse me. I changed the camera around. Yes, I want to see you at NAMTA. Okay. Yellow, orange, red, and gray. Claudia, you did ask me about my garage. I'm going to have to be honest. I'm at a standstill. Here's the thing that's going on in my world. First out, I'm very busy and I'm traveling, which is wonderful. I'm so happy. I'll answer what is NAMTA. Also, my whole house, my kitchen is torn apart. Things are not progressing as I had hoped. But I have to travel this weekend, and supposedly it's going to be done this weekend. What is NAMTA? National Art Materials Trade Association. I am going, it's not open to the public, it's open to retailers and members and whatnot. I'm going to Orlando on Saturday until Wednesday. So the garage is great, but I'm still in one place. It has to be done by the end of April because my new piece of machinery is coming in. So it will be done, but I won't be able to finish it until I get back. Things about me that happen when my life gets unsettled or things are going on and I have a lot of stuff going on. I can't easily like walk out in the garage and just like settle my brain and go do it, which I should because it's actually better for me. But I just haven't had that time and the wherewithal to just go out and finish it. It has an awesome start and I will finish it because I don't leave unfinished projects. But that's where I'm at. I have not progressed any further, but I haven't backtracked. It's just been what it is. I have a few friends going through some things and I have to be there for them. So here's what I want to leave with you. Don't get stuck in logistics, things that are getting you down, maybe a delayed flight, maybe a lost luggage, maybe a whatever. At the end of the day, everybody who was on that plane, everybody in life, everybody around me, they all have a story. You never know what their story is. I have a story. You have a story. Had I never taken those headphones out of my head this weekend and not let myself be open to this anxious 18-year-old who had never been on an airplane, I would have never known that he was off to boot camp to defend our country. And it's something that means a lot to me because I myself, all my kids were born in a military hospital, and I was just blocking myself from what's around me. I was. And I do want to say I handed the $100 to him, not knowing what else to do. Seems stupid. He resisted. I just kept walking. It wasn't a thing. But at the end of the day, maybe he took those boys out to dinner. They were stuck in that airport till at least midnight. He said midnight to 2 a.m. was when 200 boys would be picking up to go to Camp Pendleton. So to those 200, I shouldn't say boys, to those 200 soldiers, men or women, okay? It happened to be all Oklahoma boys on the flight that I was on, but men or women. I said, treat them. You guys go out to dinner. Also, I wanted him to fix his phone screen because all I kept thinking about was I would not send my kid off to the military with a cracked phone screen. But I don't know his story. And I thought maybe if he just spends $100 on that cracked phone screen, I would be happy, or pay it forward. Also, that Oklahoma boy was going to California. It was so cute. And I got to sit next to him and listen. And oh my God, we talked about him running, his new shoes. It made me wish I had missed a little bit of House of Gucci movie. So get out of what you got going on and realize that somebody has a greater story than you do, especially if they're defending our country in a time that we're in. So we get to share art every Wednesday. I will be back next Wednesday. There is no Friday favorites this week because I'm going to be packing and getting ready to go. I did share that Deco Art sent me all of their new marbling stuff. I went today and bought some stuff to do a demo for that. That will be a Friday favorites. Also, I'm going to the National Art Materials Show, which means I'm going to go see art materials. And I'll hopefully have time to bring back my favorites to you. If you guys have a local store that you are interested in having me come out and teach at, contact them and have them contact me. I will certainly consider that. I have a plethora of things I could do. And for those of you who are going through struggles yourself, give yourself grace, because that's about the only thing you can do at this time. Okay. Did I answer all the questions? By the way, all the materials and everything I used, I will put in my blog. I'll try to do that tonight before I go to bed. And I know I kept it simple. I had something a lot more complicated in mind, but then I heard poppies and then I don't know. Don't get hung up in what you're working on. My latest adventure. Hold on, I'm looking. Well, it's this little small watercolor. Oh, here it is. I'm going to be sharing from this. And I'm going to make y'all create. I'm going to be sharing stuff from this. It's super small. I'm going to try something different. Okay. All right. Simple is good. Sometimes I feel like we're just getting so far out there. I don't even know how to back the bus up anymore. So I'm gonna figure it out. All right. Have a wonderful evening. I will be back next Wednesday. We will be live. The third Wednesday, we will do mixed media. For my Artful Journey members, well, your Artful Journey members and mixed media makers and art masters, we have more coming. I will talk to you all soon. I'm down 6 pounds. I'm going to go have a vegetables, a little bit of chicken, and a salad. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.